So many of you asked in a recent video what that was that we were eating, and it's called Fischbrötchen or Matjesbrötchen, which essentially is a fish sandwich. And since I am right now visiting my mom in her Berlin apartment and I'm in her Berlin kitchen, I thought what better time than to show you guys how to make this fish roll. And she's gonna help me make it because that is always a little bit better, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
Also, wie machst du das jetzt genau? Ja, ein möglichst frisches, knackiges Brötchen.
Asking her how she makes these fish rolls, Fischbrötchen, she tells me that first she uses a fresh German roll. I actually have a video in which I'm showing you how you can make your own if you can't find them. Sometimes you can find them in stores. And then we use this soused herring or pickled herring. There's different types and various different renditions of it. And I'm also going to leave a link for you below where you can find them, probably mostly online, sometimes in stores in the US if you are interested in making this. And you put that on the halved roll, which is actually a very typical way for German sandwiches to be open-faced, but in this particular case, the fish roll is actually more or less of a sandwich the way Americans know how to make it. Then we're cutting an onion in thin slices. You can cut those a little thinner if you don't like onions so much, or a little thicker if you actually like that taste. And then we're adding some pickles. You can also vary the thickness of the slices here. Germans use butterhead lettuce. You can use whatever lettuce you find, and then you basically just close that sandwich and that's it.
Das ist dann ein Matjesbrötchen und es schmeckt wahnsinnig gut und ich denke, euch wird es auch schmecken.
And now that is done, the best thing to have with your fish roll is a cold beer. And I'm going to go in my mom's basement. I'll show you what that looks like, and we're going to get some typical Berlin beer.
This is the front door of my mom's flat, and I'm headed down into the basement of this 1890s building in Berlin. And this is the old basement that was probably just used for coal. It's all brick. The entire building, I think it has 4 or 5 stories, is built from brick, which I think is pretty neat to know. And everybody has these compartments that have wire fencing around them in the basement. And here is a Berliner Kindl, which is probably the most iconic Berlin beer, and headed up the brick staircase with the fire door back upstairs. And what's really neat here is this is the common staircase, and there is a fish head at the end of the handrail, which I think is so fitting for this particular video about the fish roll or fish sandwich. And it is such a pretty and old handrail in this old building.
Ist aber wirklich lecker.
What a nice day.